Hi guys, it's Matt here from the Forex Coach. I'm just looking at the Aussie dollar here and potentially for a long side trade. So overall on the daily charts, it's kind of flattening out a bit, but I still think that this has got the potential to sort of move up and push higher and have this sort of positive histogram come. So if we go to the 4-hour charts, again, looking at this, it's still got potential for a little bit more upside. We've got some positive momentum on the histogram. The histogram's now come down to the lower band. And I wouldn't mind seeing it just blipping up here to this moving average, this 100 period moving average. However, the hourly chart's kind of conflicting that. And we've had this sort of big push down today, this quite strong candle here. But this could just be a morning move, and looking at this, it's still got potential that it could just push higher. So this could just be sort of a fake move down to catch people out going short for this then to push higher. So on the 5-minute chart, it's just come down a bit. So I think I'm going to put in a buy just with a stop below the low there. Okay, so I've just gone in. I'll just now put in this stop, which will be just below here. If this comes down and stops out, then it'll be a sort of trade that potentially, if I still like the look of it, I could get back in. At the end of the day, it's a very low risk trade. I mean, that works out to be £20 that I'm risking on that on a half a lot size trade. So I'll go a smidgen below the low there. And then just to look at a target, probably just back up to this this price envelope here on the hourly chart. Although I did like the look of this 4-hour 100 period moving average, which would take it all the way up to here, and would also take out some of these previous highs. So I think I'm going to start off with the target up there, and I bring it down slightly because potentially this moving average might trail down slightly, and then depending on obviously how the trade plays out, you know, it could just be an immediate stop out, or if it does push higher, I might want to take half off on the way up, so to speak. So take half the trade off up here and then go from there. So we'll see how it plays out and go from there. So just back, and we're not really seeing a major reaction here, to be honest. Looking at the price action, it's looking like this could be a stop out, so we just have to wait a bit longer, but it's really holding down, to be honest. So in this time, we've got 10 minutes left to the end of the hour. I'd like to have seen a bounce back up here for it to, because otherwise, if this holds down on the hour chart, this pattern then kind of is more confirmed now. So if this holds down, we have another strong close in this hour, then this pattern's confirmed, and that we could be seeing some more downside on this. So we've got a bit longer to wait, so we'll just see how it goes, but we really need this, you know, these next two candles to be pushing up for this to be a trade that's not going to get stopped out. Okay, just back here on this Aussie dollar, and it's a stop out, as you've just seen there. So it's always the risk, because what we were looking for was the bounce on this 4-hour for this to then push higher, but it just didn't have the reaction. So the pattern on the hourly chart is kind of holding out now. So we've got 2 minutes now to the close of the hour, so we'll have to see whether this pushes back down. Now if this does close the next hour down here, it could then still push back up just to this sort of upper price envelope here, and but so it may have a little blip up, but overall now the 1 hour time frame seems to be taking hold over the 4-hour, which was showing the potential for upside. Hi guys, it's Matt here, just back, and I'm actually going to be getting out of this Bitcoin trade here. It could go further. I haven't quite got down to target here, but I could definitely see the potential for it to also having a bounce here as well. And if we see a bit more dollar weakness coming in here, then potentially we could get a bounce on this Bitcoin. So closing out here, just on the 5-minute chart, you can see here it's had a bit of a bounce up here, so this could be the start of a bit of a turnaround on that one. So I'm just going to close out on that one. Hi guys, just back, and that was a bit of fun. As you saw in the video, I just actually paused it. I was trying to exit this Bitcoin trade, and I've only done now 2 trades on Bitcoin, and so I'm very inexperienced with it, but I was just going off the technicals off the chart, as I said in the video earlier on in the week. But I had an issue there because I couldn't close the trade. It was just saying off quotes, and it was trying for about 3 minutes, and then it was just coming off quotes and stuff. So I ended up speaking to the broker dealing desk, and they managed to close it straight down for me. But by the time I got through to them and stuff, it was another 5 minutes. So it's just a bit risky really, because obviously within that time, if you're at a price where you think you want to get out at, and you don't know what news could be coming out, if you have to wait 5 minutes to close the trade down, it's go via the phones, it's kind of a bit risky really. So I don't know whether it's liquidity issues or what with Bitcoins. I know it's a relatively new thing, especially sort of as far as trading it via CFDs and stuff. So I think I'm going to put the Bitcoin trading on hold as far as short-term trading goes on it. Yeah, just a lesson learned there more than anything. So you can see the trade. If I drag this on here, yeah, we can see the trade there. If I can get to the end there. So exit was just about there with a bit of spread on it. So not bad in the end, but as I say, that was a manual trade. So what's just flagged up here while I'm recording, I'll just have a quick analysis on this. So pound yen on the 5-minute chart, just in the process of resetting up this platform at the moment, so it will look slightly different. But pound yen on the 5-minute chart, so let's just look at this. So we've got potential sell signal coming in because we're in the realms of overbought. On the higher time frame analysis, is there potential for a sell? Okay, so I like the look of this as far as the short's concerned on the daily chart. We've tested this 50 period moving average here, so potentially we could have another retest and a breakthrough of that. The only thing I don't like is the fact that my CMO is now sort of on the way back up and could be coming back up this way, so that kind of conflicts on that chart. The 4-hour chart, we haven't come all the way down here to the -100 level, but we've turned and we're pushing higher, and we've yet to see a positive histogram on this. So before this comes down, there's potential that it might want to show us a positive histogram first, so that conflicts this trade. On the hourly chart, we're not quite in the realms of overbought yet, so potentially it wants to go a bit higher still on that. And on the 30-minute chart, the possibility, but we've had this real strong candle. So based on that, what I've just looked at, the pound yen as far as a day trade goes, shorting it from here is a no for me for now. It's not to say it's not going to come off and not going to come down. That's just based on my analysis that I've just done then. There's just too many factors against it, and you need everything to be lining up in order to take a trade these